You're watching Inside Lion Football with Marshall College head coach Tim Clifton and the voice of the Lions, Cam Dowdle, on the Lion Sports Network. Brought to you by Mountain Credit Union, your community credit union. Now from the W. Scott Merrill Press Box on the campus of Marshall College, here's Cam Dowdle.
Our opponent on Saturday, Coach, is the Pioneers of Tusculum College. But first, let's talk about last Saturday, a disappointing 51-21 loss to LR.
Yeah, you know, we didn't play very well. They played extremely well, and we made a lot of mistakes on both sides of the ball and in the kicking game. And
right to start the game, they're up 7-0. They score again. It's 14-0. You come back, it's 17-14. It felt like you sort of were in the game at that point, and then even at halftime, it was 30-21. What were your feelings at halftime?
Well, at halftime, I felt like I felt all year that we've been able to come back all year, and we've won the second half of every game. And when you win the second half of every game, you're usually going to win. And you know, I felt all right at halftime. I felt like we could get it done, and you know, but we didn't play with a lot of emotion and a lot of energy, and I think it showed in the second half.
Right. Every time after halftime, it seemed like every time the Lions would have a drive going, a penalty would hurt them. I just had a mistake catching the ball or something. It was almost like three steps forward and 5 back.
Yeah, I mean, you know, we've played extremely hard all year and executed, and you know, some games just didn't go your way, and that one didn't go our way, and you know, like I told the players, you know, you're going to have one of those during the year, and you just have to move on. You have to go to the next game.
Talked about it last week. Heron was very tough. He had 140 yards in rushing and passing. He was unstoppable at times.
Yeah, I mean, he played a great game and executed, and we helped him a little bit. Right. He played really well for him.
On the offensive side of the ball, we just didn't run the ball very well all day long, did we?
Well, we did. We broke one early for a score, and but when you're trying to play catch up, you're not going to hand it off. And we were trying to play catch up and get caught back up, and when that happens, you're not going to hand the ball off. You got to throw it and try to get the ball down the field, and you know, you get out of your game plan, and you're playing it. You know, we're really good when we can do both.
You've for the last 3 weeks, it's been highs and lows, but the highs been more than the lows. And you've always come back and had a good game the very next week. What did you tell the guys when they come back this week after a loss like that?
Well, we basically touched on it, and they know they got a journey in front of them. The journey's continuing, and you know, we got beat by Western Carolina. I mean, they got us pretty good, and we came back and won 5 straight games.
You're right.
So
5 straight would be good with
yeah, I mean, I'd take 5 again. You know, so the most important thing is for us to get ready for Tusculum, and that's where our focus has been, is not on what happened last week, but where we got to go.
Change is always the in the Southland Conference. It happens every week. Now you've got 3 teams tied for first. The Bulldogs of Wingate University, LR, and now Mars Hill. So it's a dogfight from the start to the finish.
Yeah, and we knew, you know, coming in, it was going to be like that. This conference is tough, and each game means something every week, and you know, and we knew coming in, and you know, I just think we've just got to take care of Marshall College, and we'll be fine.
Inside Line Football with head football coach Tim Clifton is presented by Mountain Credit Union. When we come back, we'll have our special teams guys this week. We'll have B.J. Richmond from Gastonia, North Carolina, when we come back on Inside Line Football.